Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the rich tapestry of television history. Today, we're embarking on a heartfelt journey to remember and celebrate the life of a beloved actor from the iconic show One Day at a Time, which graced our screens from 1975 to 1984. This cherished series not only left an indelible mark on the landscape of American television, but also introduced us to a talented cast whose performances became etched in our memories. Join me as we pay tribute to one of the incredible actors who contributed to the magic of One Day at a Time. Get ready to reminisce, laugh, and perhaps shed a tear as we explore the life and career of this remarkable individual. Without further ado, let's step back in time and honor the legacy of a true television legend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a trip down memory lane with us. Bonnie Franklin. Bonnie Franklin rose to fame for her portrayal of Anne Romano in One Day at a Time. The vibrant red-haired actress, synonymous with the character of a divorced mother navigating life's challenges, passed away at her Los Angeles residence due to complications from pancreatic cancer on Friday, as confirmed by her family. Franklin, aged 69, had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in September, a battle she faced with courage. A seasoned performer on both stage and television prior to her iconic role in One Day at a Time, Franklin's career soared under the mentorship of Norman Lear and Whitney Blake, the co-creator. The sitcom, groundbreaking for its time, centered on a young divorced mother seeking independence, challenging societal norms. Premiering on CBS in December 1975, the show, unlike its predecessor, delved into the nuanced life of Anne Romano, a single mother raising two teenage girls, portrayed by Mackenzie Phillips and the then-unknown Valerie Bertinelli. The series continued until 1984, navigating through the growth of the daughters, Romano's remarriage, and her journey into grand motherhood. For 7 of its 9 seasons, One Day at a Time was a top 20 hit. Born as Bonnie Gale Franklin in Santa Monica, California, she entered showbiz early as a child tap dancer and actress mentored by Donald O'Connor. In the 1950s, she graced NBC's Colgate Comedy Hour with O'Connor. A decade later, she made appearances on episodic programs such as Mr. Novak, Gidget, and The Man from UNCLE. Franklin's stage presence shone in the original Broadway production of Applause, earning her a 1970 Tony Award nomination. Her recent credits included roles in The Young and the Restless and the TV land comedy Hot in Cleveland, reuniting her with Bertinelli. Beyond her acting prowess, Franklin was a devoted advocate for various charities, actively supporting causes like AIDS care and research and the Stroke Association of Southern California. In 2001, she co-founded the non-profit Classic and Contemporary American Plays with her sister Judy Bush, introducing great American plays into inner-city school curricula. Pat Harrington Jr., Daniel Patrick Harrington Jr., renowned for his portrayal of the confident superintendent Dwayne Schneider on the CBS sitcom One Day at a Time, has passed away at the age of 86. Harrington, celebrated with a Golden Globe in 1981 and an Emmy Award in 1984 for his contributions to the show, breathed his last on Wednesday night in Los Angeles, surrounded by his family, as confirmed by his children, Tressa and Terry, on Facebook. Battling Alzheimer's, Harrington had recently been hospitalized after a fall. Sporting a thin mustache, tool belt, blue vest, and a pack of cigarettes in the rolled-up sleeve of his T-shirt, Harrington Schneider frequently made unannounced entrances into the ladies' home, stealing scenes on the sitcom that, in true Norman Lear fashion, delved into serious issues. Lear himself once acknowledged he turned out to be the comic strength of the show. Schneider, with an unwavering belief in his charms, often bantered with Anne Romano, played by Franklin. When Romano remarked, "You really think you're hot stuff?" Schneider replied, "Let me put it this way, the ladies in this building don't call me super for nothing." Harrington's final on-screen appearance was in 2012, playing the manager of an apartment building on Bertinelli's Hot in Cleveland. Harrington's extensive television career included playing a nightclub friend of Danny Williams, Danny Thomas, on The Danny Thomas Show, and portraying District Attorney Charlie Giannetta on the 1970s ABC drama Owen Marshall, Counselor at Law. Born Daniel Patrick Harrington Jr. on August 13, 1929, in New York City, he attended LaSalle Military Academy. Despite his father's career in acting, Harrington's parents discouraged him from entering show business. He earned a B.A. in philosophy and government from Fordham University and later received a master's in political philosophy from the same institution in 1952. Harrington's television credits extended to game shows and various series, including Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Flying Nun, F Troop, The Munsters, The Rookies, Macmillan and Wife, The Wayans Bros, Murder, She Wrote, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Nanette Fabray. Nanette Fabray, who later played the mother of Bonnie Franklin's character on the CBS sitcom One Day at a Time, passed away on Thursday at her residence in Palos Verdes, California, according to her son, Jamie McDougall, as reported by the New York Times. Fabray also portrayed mothers, one on CBS's The Mary Tyler Moore Show and another on ABC's Coach, alongside her real-life niece, Shelley Fabares. In a 1977 episode of CBS's Maude, she made a memorable appearance as a high school friend of B. Arthur's character who suffered a stroke. An accomplished singer and tap dancer, Fabray, who received lessons from Mr. Bojangles, Bill Robinson, earned a Tony Award for Best Actress in a musical for her role in Love Life, 1949, directed by Elia Kazan and choreographed by Michael Kidd. Her Broadway credits also include standout performances in High Button Shoes and a Tony-nominated role in 1963's Mr. President, where she played the wife of the Commander-in-Chief, portrayed by Robert Ryan. Born Ruby Bernadette Nanette Fabray on October 27, 1920, in San Diego, she relocated with her family to Hollywood shortly after her birth. Growing up with an older brother and sister, her parents separated when she was around 8 years old. Encouraged by her mother to pursue a career in show business, Fabray learned tap dancing from an early age. As a 3-year-old, she even played Miss New Year's Eve 1923 in a burlesque house and toured as Baby Nan in a comedy troupe led by silent film star Ben Turpin, who taught her the art of crossing eyes. Her career continued to flourish as she joined the cast of Meet the People, a revue that toured nationally and made its way to Broadway. In 1941, she appeared on Broadway in the musical comedy Let's Face It, alongside Danny Kaye, and later replaced Celeste Holm in Bloomer Girl. During the 1940s, Fabray was enlisted as a model for NBC's color television demonstrations, showcasing the network's emerging technology. Her skin tone was deemed ideal for color TV, making her a frequent face on broadcasts sent to the office of Executive David Sarnoff. Honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Screen Actors Guild in 1987, Fabray was married to screenwriter Ronald McDougall, known for credits on films like Mildred Pierce, 1945, and Cleopatra, 1963. They were married from 1957 until his death at age 58 in 1973. McDougall also created the short-lived 1961 NBC series, The Nanette Fabray Show, in which his wife starred as a woman marrying a widower with 2 kids. Howard Hesseman. Howard Hesseman gained fame for his portrayal of Sam Royer on One Day at a Time. Howard Hesseman, celebrated for his eccentric character portrayals, most notably as the unconventional disc jockey Johnny Fever on the sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, has passed away at the age of 81. Hesseman succumbed to complications from colon surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Los Angeles on Saturday, as revealed by his wife, actress and acting teacher Caroline Ducroc, to The Hollywood Reporter. A former member of the San Francisco improv group, The Committee, and an actual DJ in the 1960s, Hesseman also left an imprint with his role as the unemployed actor turned history teacher Charlie Moore on the ABC comedy Head of the Class. He exited the show after 4 seasons to pursue a career in movies. In various unconventional roles, Hesseman portrayed a hippie in Richard Lester's Petulia, 1968, and on NBC's Dragnet, billed as Don Sturdy at the time, a patient grappling with writer's block on The Bob Newhart Show, a psychiatrist on Mary Hartman, a pimp alongside Dan Aykroyd in Dr. Detroit, 1983, and the manager of rocker Duke fame in This Is Spinal Tap, 1984. Hesseman earned Emmy nominations in 1980 and 1981 for his work on CBS's WKRP in Cincinnati, a 4-season run, 1978-1982, where, with his sunglasses, mustache, and laid-back demeanor, he became a symbol of counterculture. TV director Jay Sandrich, hired for the WKRP pilot by MTM Enterprises, suggested Hesseman for the role of Fever after Richard Libertini backed out at the last minute. The two had recently collaborated on the ABC comedy Soap, where Hesseman played a prosecutor attempting to convict Jessica Tate, Catherine Helmond, of murder. Born on February 27, 1940, in Lebanon, Oregon, Hesseman's father was an auto parts salesman and musician. His parents divorced when he was 5, and his mother remarried a police officer. After graduating from Silverton High School in 1958, Hesseman spent a couple of years at the University of Oregon before relocating to San Francisco. There, he secured a position as a disc jockey for the underground rock station KMPX and later joined The Committee, adopting the stage name Don Sturdy. The Committee once had an extended run on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, and Hesseman, alongside other performers, made an appearance in Billy Jack, 1971. In Shampoo, 1975, Hesseman portrayed a laid-back, alcohol-loving character named Red Dog. Following that, he appeared in The Sunshine Boys, 1975, Silent Movie, 1976, The Big Bus, 1976, and The Other Side of Midnight, 1977. In the debut of the WKRP pilot on September 18, 1978, his character introduces himself to the newly appointed program director Andy Travis, Gary Sandy, as Johnny Caravella. "I'm also known as Johnny Midnight, Johnny Cool, Johnny Duke, Johnny Style, and Johnny Sunshine," he says. Johnny was dismissed from a Los Angeles station, where he was earning $100,000 a year, for using the word booger on the air. This led him on a journey that included stops in Amarillo, Texas, Denver, Boise, Idaho, Fargo, North Dakota, and eventually Cincinnati. With WKRP transitioning to a top 40 rock format, he adopted the moniker Dr. Johnny Fever. After the conclusion of that series, he made a few returns for the new WKRP in Cincinnati, which had a couple of seasons in syndication. Following this, Hesseman remained active with roles in films such as Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment, 1985, Heat, 1986, Gridlocked, 1997, About Schmidt, 2002, The Rocker, 2008, and Halloween 2, 2009. He also made guest appearances as a judge on Boston Legal, a radio station manager on That 70s Show, a former drug dealer on John from Cincinnati, and a schoolmaster on Fresh Off the Boat. In addition to his wife, they shared their lives for 7 years before officially tying the knot in July 1989. Survivors include their godchildren Grace, Hamish, and Chet. John Hillerman. John Hillerman was widely recognized for his portrayal of Mr. Connors on One Day at a Time. The actor John Hillerman, who passed away at the age of 84, was most renowned for his role in the TV series Magnum P.I., where he portrayed Jonathan Quayle Higgins III, the English overseer of the Hawaiian estate where Tom Selleck's titular private investigator operated. This marked the apex of a string of supporting roles in TV series, embodying characters exuding officious arrogance or the cold superciliousness of a stuffed shirt. He played a scheming radio detective in competition with Jim Hutton's Ellery Queen. 1975-76, served as Bonnie Franklin's aloof boss in One Day at a Time, 1976-80, and portrayed Betty White's ex-husband, the old pickle puss, who ends up directing her in a TV series in The Betty White Show, 1977-78. Hillerman commenced his acting journey in an amateur production of Death of a Salesman during his tenure in Fort Worth. After his discharge in 1957, he relocated to New York to study at the American Theater Wing. Despite a 12-year stint playing mostly supporting roles on stage, he struggled to secure a stable livelihood in the theater, prompting his move to Hollywood in 1969. His first film role, though uncredited, came the following year in They Call Me Mr. Tibbs, the sequel to In the Heat of the Night, largely due to his Southern accent. His credited debut was in Michael Winner's Western Lawman, 1971, alongside Burt Lancaster and Robert Ryan. His fortune turned when director Peter Bogdanovich, a former struggling actor colleague from New York, cast him as an English teacher in The Last Picture Show, 1971. He went on to appear in 3 more films with Bogdanovich, including a dual role as twins, a sheriff and a bootlegger, in Paper Moon, 1973. In 1992, he portrayed a character named Edgar Greenstreet in an episode of Murder, She Wrote, and played a former spy-turned-bar owner in Cold War-era West Berlin in the lesser-known 1993 series Berlin Break. His character was named Mac. Interestingly, the cast also included Jeff McKay, who had played Magnum's friend Mac in the Magnum P.I. series. His final on-screen appearance was in A Very Brady Sequel, 1996, a Brady Bunch reunion. In 1999, Hillerman bid farewell to Hollywood and returned to Texas. He observed that his English fans were often dismayed to discover that Higgins was, in fact, a Texas hick. He is survived by his sister, Joanne. Charles Sebert. Charles Sebert portrayed Jerry Davenport in the television series. Charles Sebert, the actor with a background in stage performances, known for his role as the haughty Dr. Stanley Riverside II throughout all 7 seasons of the CBS medical drama Trapper, John M.D., has passed away. He was 84. Sebert succumbed to COVID-related pneumonia on May 1st at the University of California, San Francisco Medical Center, as revealed by his daughter, Gillian Bozanic, to The Hollywood Reporter. In the cinematic realm, Sebert made appearances in films such as The Other Side of Midnight, 1977, Blue Sunshine, 1977, Coma, 1978, Norman Jewisongs, and Justice for All, 1979, All Night Long, 1981, Whitewater Summer, 1987, and 8 Men Out, 1988. He portrayed Helen Keller's father in the 1979 NBC telefilm The Miracle Worker, featuring Melissa Gilbert as Helen and Patty Duke, an Oscar winner 16 years earlier for her portrayal of the blind, deaf, and mute girl, as teacher Annie Sullivan. Sebert graced all 151 episodes of the Mass H spin-off, Trapper John, which aired from 1979-86. As the head of emergency services at San Francisco Memorial Hospital, his character frequently clashed with surgeon Trapper John McIntyre, played by Pernell Roberts. Transitioning to a TV director role on the Fox television series in 1982, Sebert directed episodes of various other shows, including Knots Landing, Pacific Blue, Silkstalkings, Pensacola, Wings of Gold, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and Cena, Warrior Princess, continuing until 2001. Born on March 9, 1938, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Charles Allen Sebert studied acting at Marquette University under the renowned Father John J. Walsh and at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. He became a founding member of San Francisco's American Conservatory Theater in 1965. His Broadway appearances included roles in Bertolt Brecht's Galileo, 1967, Jimmy Shine, opposite Dustin Hoffman, 1968-69, and Neil Simon's The Gingerbread Lady, alongside Maureen Stapleton, 1970-71. He also worked with Joseph Papp in a public theater production of David Rabe's Sticks and Bones in 1971. Survivors include his second wife, Christine, whom he married in 1986, children Jillian and Christopher, a musician with the band LaVey Smith and her Red Hot Skillet Lickers, stepchildren Christina, Max, and Jeremy, and brothers Ronald, Leonard, and Jack. His first wife, Catherine, passed away in 1981 at the age of 44 due to breast cancer. Another son, Charlie Jr., passed away in 2020. Sebert relocated to Sonoma County in 1992 and continued to engage in acting and directing on local stages. Dear viewers, as we come to the end of this incredible journey, I want to express my deepest gratitude for the time you've spent with us. Your support, engagement, and enthusiasm have made this experience truly remarkable. We've explored, learned, and grown together, and I hope the content provided here has been informative, entertaining, and valuable to you. Your feedback has been the guiding light that fueled our creativity, and we appreciate every comment, like, and share. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep spreading positivity. This is not just a channel, it's a community, and you are an integral part of it. Wishing you all the best on your own journeys. See you in the next video.